Hi, my name is Renee Rizzo. This will be a teacher-facing video which will guide you through my adaptation of a small portion of Living Environment, Unit 7, Day 17, Modern Day Cultural Evolution, which I have elected to break down into three smaller parts to accommodate the unique learning needs of students in alternate assessment settings. So, this particular lesson is Living Environment, Modern Day Cultural Evolution, How Pink Became a Girly Color. So, the focus question, which I developed based on the focus of this lesson, is how can we observe cultural evolution in the phenomenon of pink becoming viewed as a girly color? So the standards addressed. The Next Generation Learning Standard for grades 11 through 12, RST 7. Integrate and evaluate multiple sources of information presented in diverse formats and media in order to address a question or solve a problem. The DLM essential element for 11th through 12th grades, which I believe was addressed. Analyze information presented in different media on related topics to answer questions or solve problems. The vocabulary, which I would introduce and define for the students to increase the likelihood that they will comprehend what this lesson is mostly about. Cultural evolution, how way of life changes over time. So I included this Vox video from YouTube. How did pink become a girly color? So, in this original lesson about modern day cultural evolution, which is in the Teach Hub, there were 4 or 5 videos based on modern day cultural evolution. This is one of the videos, and I decided to structure my entire adapted lesson around this particular video. So I developed some questions based on the video included in this lesson. So, which first lady loved the color pink and was known for it? A. Michelle Obama, B. Laura Bush, C. Mamie Eisenhower. So, if you've all watched the video as a class, students should know that the correct answer here is C. Mamie Eisenhower. Next question. What song from the 1957 movie Funny Face encouraged women to wear pink? A. Think Pink. B. Roses are pink. Or C. Pink is perfect. So the correct answer taken directly from the video is A. Think Pink. So, for the previous two questions, if students did not get those answers correctly, I would definitely go back to the video and review because they were taken directly from the video. So, this question: what colors did women often wear during the war years? A, red and yellow, B, green and brown, C, black and blue. So the video discusses that during the war years, women often took on the jobs in factories and such that men had formerly done because men were at war. And oftentimes their uniforms that they had to wear were black and blue. And they showed images of women working in factories wearing the color blue in this video. Next question: where else did pink become popular in the 1950s? A, in cars, B, in schools, C, in household decor. So there was a whole section of this video where they talked about how even some household appliances and decorations started to become pink. It wasn't only in women's clothing. So C, in household decor. And they also talked about how at that time during the 1950s, women didn't see the stereotype of them being homemakers or being in charge of what goes on in the household to be oppressive. Whereas today, women might because we want to have many more opportunities. But things were just not seen that way yet in the 1950s. So, next question: what movie contains the famous line, "On Wednesdays, we wear pink"? So, the choices are A, Grease, B, Mean Girls, or C, Pretty in Pink. So the two distractor answers, A, Grease, or C, Pretty in Pink, may be a little bit confusing for the students because the movie Grease was included in the video because of the pink ladies who wore their pink jackets. And the title, C, Pretty in Pink, has the word pink right in it. So students might gravitate towards that answer. But the correct answer is, of course, B, Mean Girls, which they showed that clip of in the video. So, for a conclusion, you can discuss the following three questions with students. One, what have you learned about the color pink in this lesson? Two, has the color pink always been used to represent women? Three, do you think it is fair for one color to represent someone's gender? Why or why not? So, if your students are verbal and able to communicate in multiple word sentences, this should provide a rich discussion point for your students because this lesson was all about the color pink and when it started to become associated with girls and women. And a lot of people, even myself, may have assumed before watching a video like this that pink has just always been used to represent women and girls, which is not the case. This is a fairly recent development in cultural evolution. The next question is really appropriate to discussions that happen within society today. Do you think it's fair for one color to represent someone's gender? And why or why not? How could that be potentially an issue? So, just to review, this was a teacher facing video which guided you through my adaptation of a small portion of Living Environment, Unit 7, Day 17, Modern Day Cultural Evolution, which I elected to break down into three smaller parts to accommodate the unique learning needs of students in alternate assessment settings. This particular part was about how the color pink began to become associated with girls and women. Thank you for watching.